Hello there, it's Miriam and we are here in beautiful Marin County, California in the BMW Active E. It is an electric BMW, a 1 Series car that's been converted to electric, and it's quite fabulous to drive. So we thought we'd show you around some beautiful roads, beautiful views, and tell you a little bit about the car. So where did this car come from? Well, originally, the first electric car that BMW made is the Mini E, which was an electric Mini conversion, and it was a lot more prototypey than this car. This car feels like a buttoned-down production vehicle, even though it's still only a prototype, but it's a prototype that you can lease, based on a $60,000 price. So as far as, features and stuff, it's decked out like a normal 335i, sorry, a normal 135i would be. And it's essentially the drivetrain that's going to end up being in the i3 in the future. So it's kind of a good test bed for things for BMW. So the car handles quite well. Weight distribution is about 50-50. It's a 4,000 pound car. It's pretty heavy, but it really does drive like a BMW would. We're driving relatively slow here, minding the speed limit obviously, but you can immediately feel this is a very tossable car, very enjoyable. So today we drove from San Francisco to north across the Golden Gate Bridge to Marin County, where we're now. My charge level is 72%, and I've driven about 30 miles or so. It's a 100-mile range with 5-hour charge time from a 32 kilowatt-hour battery. The batteries are located such that the weight distribution remains 50-50. So you have one pack in the front, close to the firewall, one pack where the transmission used to be, right below here, below my hand, and then there's one pack where the gas tank used to be. And the electric motor is a synchronous motor, and it's mounted right on top of the axle in the back, since this is a rear-wheel drive car. And so it's a pretty efficient package. The car is still obviously a 4-seater. It's lost a little bit of trunk capacity, but nothing really major. It's a pretty quiet and comfortable car. As you can see, there's not a lot of noise, and very comfortable seating position, a nice meaty wheel. Very, very much what you expect from a BMW. Definitely a driver's car. One of the unique things about this vehicle is that it does have regenerative braking, but the regen braking does not work when you push the brake pedal. It actually works, I will show you by accelerating, it works when I release my foot from the gas pedal. That's the only time the regen happens. When I actually touch the brake, it activates the physical calipers like a proper car. So it gives it a much sportier feel. So let's talk performance. This car is 0 to 60 in about 9 seconds, top speed 90 miles per hour. The engine provides 170 horsepower with about 185 foot-pound of torque. It doesn't sound like much on paper, but this is a very perky car, and it feels torquey and really quite different behind the wheel. So handling is typical BMW, very, very neutral. This car has run flat tires. They're not the highest performance tires, but still they provide plenty of grip. There's no spare wheel, so obviously you have to be aware of that. That space being taken up by the batteries in the motor. But You know, it definitely has some dynamic handling chops here. Now entering the compound underground lair. It's a little later in the day, and we're driving down to Tiburon. You can see the city over there in the background, San Francisco. The Golden Gate Bridge. And we're going to the Apple Store. This is the interior of the BMW Active E.